Okay guys, I'm Raffi Evolino, founder of MillionCopy.com, a direct marketing company specialized in scaling business that already generate at least $1 million per year or that already have a structured team. You can check some of our case study on our website or click on the link below at the end of this video. So in the today video, I want to share with you a Zoom call that I did with 50 entrepreneurs that share with me their business problem and I give them the solution right on spot. I'm sure you will find a lot of useful advice that you can apply to your business as well. Let me know in the comments your favorite and see you soon.
Okay, so let's start. Raf, hello. I'm very happy that you actually decided to join us for this stream today. That means a lot. And today, a lot of followers of mine, actually came here to ask their questions, to actually listen to you because they watched podcasts. A lot of them already know your story. And for them, it's really interesting to talk with you and to ask your questions. So super happy to see you here.
Happy to be here, guys. Nice to meet you all, my Russian friends.
Yeah,
yeah.
And actually, people are writing already in the chat why they're here. So I asked them, like, what are their expectations for the stream today? And they actually said that would be great, like, to get the answers to their questions, obviously, but also they really want to know how to build strong products, how to have the real clear path and strategy. So let's not lose time and let's start to do this immediately. So we received a lot of questions of you guys already in the past in our forum. 45 requests received, so that's pretty a lot. So we'll start from the top. So Katerina Kolkova, Magnetic Mind Coach, are you here today with us? Yes, I can see you. So yeah, this is your request. Katerina, she's a coach on actually mental health and on mindset, and she wants to reach a stable income of at least $20,000 per month, because 100% of her time she does what she loves. She helps others live joyfully and out of choice, not necessity. And the moment she's basically splitting her time between work and office just to make sure that her kids have enough money and also building her business. Her main target audience is actually women of middle age who are more in masculine energy, who are working a lot, who are not like easy in the communication with the men, and generally they are like very hard women. She helps to get back like your real self and the freedom of choice, and she wants some ideas and perhaps radically important entrepreneurial thinking that will help her to move forward more successfully and motivate you.
It's a very generic question. In general, let's actually also say to the people how to ask the question. It's better, guys, that you say, hey, listen, this is my situation. That's actually how much I make now. That's my problems, etc. That's what I want, specific. Like I would like to understand like how to arrive at $20,000, or it's better to be more specific, like how to do ads in my particular niche. It's an example. Okay, it's an example because the more specific you are, and better it is. Because now it's not clear for me what is her question.
Okay, so basically, yes, there is the thing that she wants to reach 20,000 per month, but the thing is that probably she doesn't know how to do this with this particular product of her that she is creating.
It's still a generic question, but actually I will try to give her the best answer that can, the best practice about her situation. So actually, basically, she's in the mindset niche. Now, of course, she said, I want to arrive to $20,000 per month. I don't know now how much she's making, how far she is from this goal. Probably she's in the beginning if she's asking this question. For sure, because you are working on one-to-one, you cannot actually undervalue your time. So when you are, you have to become, we can say, a high-ticket consultant because you are only you now. So if you do one-to-one session, okay, it's important that actually you start to sell a price that actually allow you to arrive this $20,000 per month easily. What this means that actually you cannot sell your 1 hour consultation to $50 per month because of course you will never achieve this target. So first, actually, you have to sell your offer, in this case, your one-to-one session, because that is the service that you are being now, a very high expensive price. Now, what it means actually to sell to high expensive price depends about how strong is the pain that you are solving, that you are fixing. Because if you are solving something that for your target audience is not so important, they will probably will not pay you so much money. You know, they will be hard for them actually to pay you like $500, 500 euro for 1 hour. So it's very important that when now, for example, for me, you say that actually what you do, but you have to be more specific about the real benefit that they will have in their life. Like you cannot say, "Hey, I will fix your feminine energy," blah blah blah. Okay, but what does mean in practice? That they can, I don't know, they will start to have this specific result in their job, or they will actually start to, I don't know, what you have actually to describe in a very detailed way the result that they have in their life, okay? And this result, that is important, should be more valuable of what you ask to pay, okay? Because remember this, people will always give you money for something that they think is more valuable of what they are paying. I give you an example. If you buy an iPhone, okay, for $1,000, you are saying that this iPhone, the value of this iPhone is higher or this $1,000. Otherwise, you will never buy this iPhone. The same is with actually in the consultation. So it's important that your promise, your communication, your marketing communication is very, very specific about what will happen in their everyday life. Okay, this is very important and should be something that they will desire. Of course, now you know your niche, I guess. So actually, you already know what they desire. Why I'm telling you this? Because your question was already in your how you describe what you do too generic, and probably you do the same with your target, with your audience. It is for sure will not help you to sell your product or service. And now it's also super important to sell to the right audience. What does it mean? That actually you have to sell to people that actually you have to talk with the people that already have money to pay you. Okay, it's super important. So you should actually, of course, targetize with your communication an audience that you know they have the power to spend for your service. Okay. So in your case, I think, okay, that actually you could, for example, sell to like lawyers, okay, like maybe other professional women, okay, like, hey, you are, I give you an example. Hey, are you not an entrepreneur, but actually are you a woman that are you a lawyer, are you a consultant, are you a successful businesswoman, you know? So actually you immediately claim your target, the target that has the money to pay you, and you start with a promise. Okay, so that's actually is super important. So that's what you have to do. So first, start to sell your time to very high price with a specific offer. You have to create an offer that is incredible. Like I always say, if you watch the podcast, what I say in the podcast, that actually the people buy when they feel stupid to say no. Okay, so you should create something for them that it's impossible to say no to you. Okay, and of course, you are the only one that know, because now you are the only one that know your target audience. So you are the only one that know, oh, they will never say no to this offer. I give you an example, like I see this example also in my podcast, in the podcast that I did with Irina, that actually my first offer was so good that people, for them, was impossible to say no, because I said, we are talking about 5 years ago, hey, my material will convert better than your actual material, or I will give you double back the money. Okay, so this is super important. So strong guarantee, strong testimonial. Do you have already really good, excellent testimonial about people that already tried your product or service? If not, start to collect. How you can collect? This is actually an advice that I give to everyone. Guys, you can immediately start to, if you need a testimonial, work for free for someone, but you will ask the testimonial. Okay, this is super important in the beginning, because without testimonial at the beginning, it's really, really hard if you are in the beginning of your business that someone can trust you. Okay, because how they know if you really can bring them result if you don't have any testimonial. So now I don't know her particular situation, But it's super important to collect testimonial. And what I suggest to her, actually, you should do like this. Katerina, right? Was her name? Katerina. Yes, Katerina, you should do like this. So create actually two different, let's say, touch point for your audience. The first one is a consultation one-to-one. The second one is group coaching. So because probably there are a lot of people that cannot afford maybe your $500 per hour consultation, or also 1,000. So maybe you can actually start to do, like an example, live call every week, like we are doing now, okay? Where you have so many people that maybe pay, I don't know, like 300 per month, okay? Or maybe better always, yes, another advice for everyone. Try to not sell like one single payment, 300 per month, the 3 hour month, the monthly service. Try to always to sell a pack, like a 6 months pack for $5,000, okay? Because in general, the people, and this is actually, it's true for almost every niche, after 2-3 months of membership, they cancel. So if you have a membership, for everyone that have a membership, sell always the pack. So instead to pay $300 every month, okay, you will pay actually 2,000 for 1 year, and you will save X money, and that's it. So collect the money immediately. So yeah, anyway, create an irresistible offer. Testimonial, super important. Collect as much testimonial as you can. Choose the right target. Be specific with your with what you are promise to them. Strong guarantee, and yes, and actually, and you can create also group coaching to have a different source of income. At the beginning, focus only on the first offer, only on one offer, because at the beginning probably you were not able to create and structure and manage the different offers. So first scale the one-to-one, that it's easier for you, and later you can start the group coaching. Now, actually, I could tell you other 1,000 things, because I don't know your strategy about how you want to advertise, what you want to, So actually, that's why I said at the beginning that was too generic question. Now I just share the basic principle, okay? But of course, it's important to attract lead. So if you want to arrive to $20,000 per month, you have to think, okay, if I will sell my consultation to $500, how many people I need? Okay, how I will attract these people? Okay, how I will acquire this lead? So you have to understand if you do pay ads or if you do or acquire with organic. And if you choose one, there is totally different strategy. If you choose another one, there is totally different strategy. So that's why now it's. I mean, you just ask me how to create all your business. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to say everything that you need. But I give you the basic principle. So yeah, you have to acquire lead every month for your offer. And but this is another topic, and now we cannot actually.
So I think
because there are many other people. In general, yes. Actually, the advice that I can, last advice that I can give to her is that if now, for example, for sure you are already selling your service consultation, probably not at the price that you want, because there are two different explanations. One is the wrong target, or is the wrong offer, or both. What does it mean? That actually, if it's the wrong target, you are choosing people that they don't have the money to pay you, of course. So they will never. I don't know. Like let's say that you are selling $100 per hour. Okay, usually this is the classic consultation situation, like psychologist situation that they sell for $80, $100, maybe $200 sometimes. So in general, this is the range. If you sell actually your yes, like I said, if you sell to your wrong target, they will never pay you more because they don't have the money. First, second, probably Caterina, you're selling one single session at a time, and this is actually not a good idea. What you should do, you have to say, hey, listen, let's do like that. I follow you for 6 months, okay, Every month I will give you one call. It's an example, and you will have also, I don't know, like chat support with me every day, okay, on Telegram, Slack, whatever. It's 5,000. So what you just did first, you actually you just cancel the connection between money per hour, because it's very important that your audience will start to think, but if I pay her $200 per hour, maybe it's too much. So try to actually create this connection and sell a pack where you put inside this pack many things, okay, for $3,000-4,000 for 6 months, 1 year, whatever. Yes, you will see that actually, I mean, if you sell for $4,000, okay, 6 month pack, it's super easy to 20,000. You know what I mean? So that's what you have to do, because I'm sure that now I it's only my I'm supposing, I don't know, okay, I don't know, but I'm sure that you are selling your consultation for very small prices, like $100. Start to sell pack, start to sell big pack, like 4,000-5,000, and you follow them for 6 months, 1 year, and then you will immediately you will see how you are to 20,000 super easy. Actually, that's is almost the same that I did at the beginning of my journey, but I was selling for 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. And if you sell to 10,000, okay, I mean, you need only 2 clients to arrive to 20,000, you know, so your goal is easy to achieve. For sure, you will never achieve if you keep going to sell to 180. So it's totally the pricing strategy and how you are selling your offer. Totally, it's a mistake. It's a mistake. Okay, it's totally wrong. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure if that really is specific question, but okay. And I think the majority of questions are quite generic, because a lot of guys, they're in the beginning of their journey. That's the thing. Okay, but Alexei is asking, like, he's not asking about his project, but he's more asking about your experience in working with clients with a guarantee of result. What are you focusing on in the first place to make sure that those clients are having results? Because he also has consulting on the increase of the sales in companies, where he works with the sales departments. So he wants to know how you dare to guarantee something and what you do for that.
It's pretty easy to answer to this question. So in general, I would say if you want to give a very strong guarantee to your clients, you have to be extremely good in what you offer to them, because it's the only way to actually give a bold guarantee. So if you actually have the fear, okay, oh shit, Jesus, I don't know if maybe this guarantee is too much. I don't know if I will have this result or not. Maybe it means that actually your product or service should be improved. It's not still good enough. That is the reason why. Actually, I tell you my strategy, okay? In general, if, and it's pretty rare, but in general, if I'm not sure to have results with the clients, I prefer to, okay, you know what? I prefer to not work with you. Because at the end, especially in this business, okay, in our business, actually it's a business consultation, everything is built from reputation. Every day, okay, we receive by email question of people that actually want to pay us a lot of money. I mean, actually, what I sell is very expensive for the majority of people, not for my clients, but from 60,000 to 250,000. But why? Because of my reputation. Okay, because of my reputation, because of the word of mouth, because there are so many people that had the result that actually there is this reputation that actually start to spread. This is actually the secret of our business. Okay, when you are in the consulting business, the reputation is the most important thing, and to have an incredible reputation, you have to have an incredible product service. So my advice is, if actually you are not feel confident to give actually a very strong guarantee, it means that you have to still work better on your knowledge, on your expertise, because probably you are not so sure. I mean, you are not 100% sure that they can have a doubt. You know, that's his problem. That's why you cannot give them this guarantee. So first, become better in what you are doing. Later, you can actually give this strong guarantee. Okay, that's actually is the trick. And yeah, so that's how I can give the guarantee.
But the question is also, I think here what he also meant is that, for example, okay, let's say you decided to give guarantee and you are sure about like that you will work till the end, that you will for sure do result. But like, what are your main focus on when client is coming on? I think how you controlling that the things are going in the way that they are should be going. You know what I mean? That,
Okay, gotcha. Yes. Okay, so actually, it's super important that in my case, I mean, I will tell you only what I do on my skin by my experience. In my case, when we give a guarantee, we need actually the totally control of their business. Okay, what does it mean? That actually I have to know everything about every single aspect of their business, because I know that actually if I give a strong guarantee and actually they maybe can do something by themselves, there is the risk that they will do in the wrong way, okay, and they will not have result. So the first focus, okay, that you have to actually, the first thing that you have to ask to them when you give a guarantee is that to be sure that or they do what they have to do. In this case, it's easy. You can actually also create a file Excel with this program, with the schedule. They have to do that, like day one, step 2, step 3. Day 2, okay, month 1 actually it's better. Month 2, month 3, and they have to prove you that actually they do what they actually have to do. In my opinion, in general, I prefer always to do everything by myself with my team, especially when maybe they pay me like $100,000, because I know that the majority of people they don't do what you say. You know, actually, guys, let's say the truth. The people, unfortunately, the majority of people are lazy, and it's important that when you give a guarantee, you have to be sure that you have results. The only way is that actually you control everything. So in my case, what we do, there is only one offer where we give the guarantee, but we manage everything. We manage the ads, we manage the business manager, we actually listen the sales. I mean, we do everything because it's the only way to be sure that actually they will have the result. If you think that all the most successful guarantee on the market, I'm talking always about the US market, are always guarantee that actually or track everything about the client. So the client have to show every single step of what he or she does. But I don't recommend this because the people, they will not do, so they will not have the result, so they will not ask you to refund, but they will not be happy. And what we want for our clients, that they will be happy, because I don't care if tomorrow or today you give me $100,000. I want that you give me this money every year. Okay. Remember, guys, the client is something that buy not the first time, the second time. The first time that buy, for me, he's not a client. For me, become a client when he buy the second time. We are in the business of recurring, not in the business of one time and that's it. Okay. So super important that they have the result, because that's the only way that actually they come back. And not only they come back, they will start to spread the voice, and spreading your voice, your reputation will go up, like I said before. And actually, this is a positive cycle that actually will grow by itself, you know. So yeah, focus, like to coming back to your first question, focus on having the majority of the control of their business. Be sure that actually you control every single aspect of their business. Okay, that's the only way. Because if you say, hey, okay, do this, 99% they will not do well. Also, because if they could do by think this, if they could do by themselves, they don't need to pay you. You know what I mean? So, and because guys, at the end, actually, especially marketing is it's not so hard to understand, but it's hard to apply. Okay, that's why when I give strong guarantee, I prefer that actually my team will manage everything, because I will be sure that actually they will have the result. So yeah, focus on controlling every aspect of their business.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sabina. I'm a marketing consultant specializing in marketing strategies for HoReCa industry. I lived in Cambodia for 6 years, where my freelance journey began. We've recently relocated to Grenada, and I'm now aiming to work with US-based clients. However, all my current clients are still from Cambodia. I'm finding it challenging to attract US clients for my services. My main offering is...
Can you repeat? Can you repeat? Because actually I could not hear you very well. Like your voice was
yes, but send you screenshot to personal message. Wait. Okay, so
Okay, let me read the request.
her clients are Cambodia based mostly, and she wants to attract US clients. Now she's doing marketing strategies. It's her offer. They priced around $3,000. It was great in Cambodia and mostly through referrals and existing connections. She also has some small team, and her actually goal is 15K per month.
50, 50 or 15?
15. And now she's looking to better understand how to use paid traffic to reach US market, as I believe organic methods alone won't generate the kind of leads I need for my main product. So this is her
She
question.
wants to understand how to do ads in US.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the marketing niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, first, it's not so specific. Marketing niche, what does it means? Because if you do marketing for everything, every business, every activity, it's not a good idea. So I suggest you, in case you are not doing yet, to be more specific with your niche. For example, okay, in my case, I'm really famous in Italy, in Europe, for info business, okay? Or for people that in general sell information. So not only video course, but also lawyer, consulting, tax lawyer, etc., etc. Okay. So if you do, this is the first mistake. Actually, I'm a marketing consultant for what? Okay, because especially when you are in the beginning. Okay, the only way to have more chance to attract the client is to create something that is more specific for them. And also important, more specific is your niche, and more higher your price can be. Because the people, what they do, okay, they are looking at a specific solution for them, okay, for their specific situation. So if they have to choose, let's say actually dentist, okay, dentist or chiropractor, okay, let's say that actually you want to do marketing, you do marketing for chiropractor, that actually in America, in US, it's a really good niche, okay. If a chiropractor, say, okay, he's looking on Google like a marketing agency, okay. If he will find an agency that offer marketing service or an agency that will offer marketing service for chiropractor, what do you think? What are actually the chances that he will choose the second one? Okay, of course, much higher. So first, be very specific with your niche, because it's a really mistake. Start with I do marketing consulting US. Actually, it's already too hard to actually to scale. And now, so don't be afraid that your niche is too small, because in US there are I don't know, 300 million people or 100 million. Anyway, in US there are a lot of people, so every niche is big enough to make money. Okay. So the first advice: be very specific with your niche. Okay. Of course, there are some niches that actually there are not exist. So what is the first sign to understand if actually there's market, there are people in this niche, if there are more in this niche? The first sign is actually if there are other competitors that are selling in the same exact niche. If there is no one that is selling this niche, a little bit dangerous, so better to avoid. So first, be very specific with your niche, and also in the ads, okay, don't offer marketing service. Because you have to talk always to the specific, like I said to the first girl, you have to always talk to their specific pain, desire, and need. Hey, are you tired actually to clients that they don't want to pay more than $100 for your massage, or they don't respect you? This actually is a chiropractic niche. I have many clients in this niche, so I know this niche very well. So I'm tired actually to have okay, yes, I'm tired. Yes, perfect. And then we click on your ads, because you are talking on that specific needs, or on that specific needs, on that specific desire. But if you do a generic advertising, hey, would you like to grow your business? Come here. Okay, will not work at all. So be very specific with your niche, with your promise. Talk to a very specific niche. This is actually the first advice that I can tell you. And mostly, the most important advice on the ads is testing as much as you can. That is actually the most important.
Let's talk about testing a little bit more, because no one knows how to do it. Can you explain a little bit more about the budget, about
the budget?
Yes, about the budget. If you want to know in specific way, in general, U.S. country is is the most expensive. There is the most expensive ads in the world. Okay, so for sure, in any niche, I never recommend to start with less than $200 per day. Okay, in general, if you are without money, you want to spend as less as possible. Start at least with 200 per day, $200 per day. Okay, and what you should do actually simple. You have to test your offer. Okay, for let's say 5 days, 7 days. Okay. When you have 100 events, what does it mean 100 events? Like 100 100 lead, 100 click. Okay, let's say you have 100 events, you can start to understand if actually your ads is working. For example, after 100 click on your ads, you see that your CTR, click-to rate, is less than 2%. Okay, this ads actually is not good, change it. In general, ads with the CTR less than 2% is not good. In general, I recommend at least to have a click-to rate of 8-10%. Okay, 5, okay, but and I know that many people will say, how is possible to do a 10% click-to rate? Actually, with my company, with my AI company US, we did 16% of click-to rate. 16%. It means that on 100 people, 16 click on the ads. Why? Because first rule of the marketing, know your niche really, really, really well. And my ads were super specific for a very specific target. So super age, hey, are you actually a man from 40 to 60 years old with this specific problem? Yes, shit, it's me. Okay, that is the first rule. Be very specific and know your audience and test as much as you can, because at the end, you can be the best marketer in the world. Okay, you can think to be the best marketer in the world, but at the end, the best marketer in the world are the people that test more. Okay, so the more tests you do, and better result you have. I give you an example. Okay, actually, to scale my app, if you watch for people that didn't watch the podcast, I'm launching actually a AI company US. Okay, to find the right funnel, I tested 20 different funnels at the beginning, 20, and on every funnel I was spending hundreds of dollars every day. Okay, and you know what is funny is that at the beginning I was sure that 2-3 funnel were the right one, while other were maybe they will work, and I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong, because at the beginning the funnel that actually now are still working and are bringing us user for $1 something, $2, very, very low. Okay, because the ads are extremely good. Anyway, the funnel that now are bringing us money are the funnel that at the beginning I was sure that probably will not work. So that's what this means. That actually, also if you are really, really, you have a very big experience in the marketing field like me, okay, that you manage millions of dollars of ads every month, you have always to test, because at the end, the only way to know the truth is test. Okay, so actually what I can suggest, you test as much as you can. Test as much as you can. So test as much, never stop to test. Okay, never stop to test. So yeah, that's actually
She's also asking about how to gain trust in paid ads, because people don't know.
guys, the best trick, actually I did a lot of tests about this. Put the testimonial in the first 30 seconds of the ads. Like in general, okay, I give you this idea. You can do this split test. The first test is this. Let's say it's an example. Okay, A, are you tired actually to not be respected by your patients? Also these actually chiropractors had the same problem. Bam, testimonial, and you have like 5, 10 super quick testimonial that explain their situation before and what they achieve now. Like, before no one respect me. Now finally the clients pay me 300 per session. Bam, first testimonial. Second, finally I scale my activity to $10,000 per month. I'm super happy. Could never imagine that this method works. You know, this testimonial also, you understand the trick. You create also more curiosity with the testimonial, because I said, I could never imagine to achieve results with this trick. What's trick? Oh shit, I want to know. And then we watch until the end. Probably after 10 seconds, they will click immediately. They will click immediately because they want to know. So this is actually the first test. So add a testimonial in the first second. and you explain the rest later. No. Sorry, I said. So first, actually, you call up your lead. Hey, are you tired to do this? Okay, are you suffering for this? Are you in this situation? And 5-10 second of testimonial. Okay, and try to first put the testimonial, you show them hero parts that they had this problem, and later you start actually to explain your unique mechanism, your ads, and yeah, that's it. So and what I suggest also, the advice that I always give, in general, when you do ads, give always something, a lead magnet, something for free, okay? Because if you want to build trust very quickly, the best way is to make them understand that you know your stuff. Okay, that is the best way actually to prove that you know your job, you know your what you do. So give them something for free. Better if other competitor ask money for this, and allow them to achieve also a small little result in the beginning. And they will, I mean, they say, oh, if for free I achieve this, immediately if I pay this girl, you know, and that's it. Yeah, and that's it. We can say, yeah, like an example. Okay, now we are doing this live. Okay, we are doing it for free. Actually, it was not in program, but to give you an example, this live. If I want to advertise, okay, to I don't know, to some specific market, this live could be an excellent lead magnet that show that actually creates trust, because the people say, oh Jesus, this guy knows a lot of things, so imagine if I pay him. You know, it's the same concept, it's the same. So create something, and actually it's not bad idea I also to organize a live. It's also something new that I will test. This is a really good advice. So no, actually. So yeah, that's it. So test as much as you can. Excellent lead magnet, excellent offer, the same concept that we said before, and you will see that the more you test, the more money you will make, and more quickly you will make, because you will understand before what is really works. And be very specific, okay? Don't say marketing consulting. Choose a niche.
No, actually, she already wrote that she has a niche. She is in
What's her
hospitality.
niche?
He works in hospitality. Yeah.
Hospitality, like
Marketing
like
of hospitality. There's a special term.
Yes, gotcha. Understand.
Hori.
Yeah, perfect. What?
Mhm. It's hori. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this term. It's hori. I will send you now to private.
Okay. Anyway, perfect. If she already has a niche, perfect. Of course, guys, like you see, if you don't write me this, for me it's hard to understand. So yeah, in general, everything that I said, it's okay. So test. Put always ads. Put always testimonial in your ads, and
No,
give
but
them
also in
something.
hospitality to go more narrow. Like, I mean, it's still wide.
Maybe yes, absolutely. She could. For example, you can go very narrow with like a winter hospitality, like a resort where people go to ski. Okay, this is actually a really close sub niche. But why is a good niche? Because
Because she wrote this.
they have
Horeca is this hotel, restaurant, and catering. Like, it's a big stuff. I mean, it's a very wide niche.
Yes, I mean, maybe this niche is still too big. In general, guys, at the beginning, if you want to scale at the beginning, I know that actually it's counterintuitive, but more narrow is your niche, and more quickly you will make your money. Don't be scared that, but if I will be too narrow, I will lose all other clients. No, it's a mistake. Actually, you will first, apply this technique. First, conquer a little lake, and later start to expand. Okay? Don't try to conquer the ocean at the beginning. Start first with a little lake, and later you start to expand. So at the beginning, you start maybe with a winter resort. Later, maybe you add like I don't know, summer resort. Okay, it's an example. Okay, so yeah, that's it.
Okay, I mean, it was really important, and I'm really grateful to you that you actually created this basis to understand. And yeah, obviously, it's important to get the basic information as well. Okay, so let's answer this question actually. I think it's really interesting. So actually, one of the things that we received, what to focus on in the photography niche as a photographer, how to sell in the creative niche, since there is more emphasis on emotions and photo sessions are in consistent flow.
So this question, I think that we already answered this question, because how to sell in photographer niche. So how to sell? First, what's the problem that you solve for these people? So the first rule always to sell something is to create a product, an offer, okay, around their needs. So the first thing that you should know is what actually is their problem, and create a product or service that solve this problem. Important, the problem should be really, really painful for them. Otherwise, they will not pay so much, or maybe they will not pay at all. So how to sell to photographer? First, what's their, what's their real painful problem that actually are not allow them to sleep during the night? Okay, this is actually the first question. And second, you have to create an offer that fix this problem in a unique way different from any other competitor, because you have to justify why they should buy from you and not from someone else. So what you should create the unique mechanism. What is it in marketing? Is the reason why you are able to satisfy the promise in different way compared to everyone else. I did this example also in the podcast, but I will create a specific example for you. Okay, let's say that actually their desire is to, I don't know, to get paid, or answer your question.
No, it's talking about clients who are doing, who are like being in photo shoot. I mean, not art photographers, but clients who actually buy photo shoots. So basically,
perfect. Okay. So perfect. The first question is why they buy photo shoot. What's actually their pain? Okay, and you have to explain to them why your photo shoot is different from any other photo shoot. And here also focus on very specific niche. What I mean that actually, I give you an example. You could focus like on the top model, okay? Top model, like, top model. I think everyone who they are. And you could say, hey, with my photo shoot, okay, you have more chance to be selected from a brand, okay? From a brand actually to and get paid. It's an example. Why? Because my photo shoot actually have these unique things that no one has, okay? That is the first rule. So actually create something very valuable and different that fix a very painful problem of your specific niche. So actually you should be more specific with your niche, like we said before, and you should actually create something that is unique, that and do a promise. For example, why they do photo? Okay, what's her name? Shana. Yes. So okay, perfect. John. So remember that the people, they don't care about your photo shoot. They don't need a photo shoot. They need the result that the photo shoot give them. So this photo shoot will make them more beautiful, or this photo shoot will actually allow them to be hired from a famous brand. So you are not selling a photo shoot. You are selling the result that the photo shoot give. And that's what you should focus your communication on, the result, not on the, hey, do you want a photo shoot? No. Hey, do you want to, are you top model? Told the target. And do you want to be hired from a brand? That is the unique method to do. Let me hear. I'm curious. Yes. Totally different from, hey, do you want a photo shoot? There are thousands of people that do photo shoot. Why they need you? You have to explain her. Okay. And yeah, that's it. And the same principle that I said to everyone before. So a very strong offer, possibly with a strong guarantee. And yeah, at the end, guys, the basic principles are the same. So yeah, that's it. Actually, that's it. So first, choose a very picky niche, and create an amazing offer, unique offer based on their desire. They remember that they don't want a photo shoot; they want the result that your photo shoot give them.
Okay.
Yeah.
The people they don't buy the drill. The drill is they buy the hole in the wall. I don't know if it's clear this example. No, this is actually a really famous example.
Next question. Let me find the next question. I mean, I would say it's quite generic, but this one I think you would like this question because
Okay.
this is something you worked with. Okay, so this is fitness niche. The question is, what is gonna be the value ladder, like the product, product ladder in English we call it like this, to generate more than $100,000 in a month? Because the problem is that in fitness niche, mostly people sell, at least in Russia, very low ticket offers. So basically, the question is what to do. What are the products you would offer at the same time to achieve this $100,000 per month goal in fitness niche?
Yeah. Actually, I know this niche really well because I manage a business in this niche. I mean, I have a percentage. I have an expert and give him a percentage, but I manage the business, so I know this niche really well. Anyway, really generic question, but in general, there is actually no a specific value ladder that works for everyone. Like I said, and it's not true that everyone sell to cheap price. We don't sell to cheap price. Maybe on the front end, okay. Like I said before, okay. At the beginning, okay, you should always give them something, or for small price, or for free, that make them understand that you really know your stuff. You know, you really know your niche. When they actually trust about you, that you have a lot of testimonial, you have a strong guarantee, they are ready maybe achieve a result with your lead magnet, they will immediately say to you, okay, you know what? Here my money. Take 3,000. Because especially in the fitness, it's a very strong, big pain. The people, they cannot lose weight. I mean, of course they cannot lose weight because they cannot put out this fucking fork. This is a real problem. But we cannot say this to them because otherwise they could get offended. So it's important that at the beginning you give them something, like I said before, to small price or better for free, that immediately solve a problem. Could be everything. I give you an example. Okay, this is actually an example that I like to do, especially in the fitness niche. Let's say that they want the six pack. Okay, perfect. So to have the six pack, you know, because you are the expert, that actually there are many steps. Okay, to achieve this goal. Okay, for example, first step, learn how to actually buy food in the grocery store. Okay. Second step, learn to cook. Third step, maybe create a membership in the gym. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So there are so many steps, okay, to achieve their final goal. What you should do, you should solve the first 1-2 steps for free with your lead magnet. And when they will understand, thanks to this, that this guy really know how to actually fix this problem, will be super easy. Sell to them, hey, okay, this is a 1-year program to $10,000. Super easy in the fitness niche. And I'm telling you this because I'm selling every day in this niche. I told you. I know, especially in US. In US, I mean, seriously, they will go in debt if they believe that actually they can lose money. Because in US, it's a really big pain. Okay, actually, because now I'm very close to US because I go in San Francisco. If someone of you guys went to US, I mean, there are incredible fat people everywhere. Okay, everywhere. So it's a big, very big social problem, and it means that there are millions, billions of dollars in this niche. And so first, like I said before, start very, very, very specific. So because this is a niche too big, so the biggest mistake that you can do in this niche is actually start too broad. You know, you have to be incredibly specific. Are you a woman from 50 to 55 years old that weight more than X and want to lose actually cellulite? You see how specific I am. And trust me, there are millions of women with this problem in US. So and you have actually potentially a lot of clients. It's not like that, because it's not that every person with this problem is your client. But now let's not change topic. So be incredibly specific. Gives them something for free that show that you know your stuff, or accept the testimonial, guarantee, blah blah blah, what we already said. Fix this first 1-2 problem in the to arrive at the final goal for free, and ask money for the rest. Okay, that's it. And after that, actually, they trust on you, they will pay you easily $10,000, whatever. Okay, whatever. Seriously, they will do whatever, because they can not lose weight.
Can you give me one more time example on specific problem that they can solve for free? This super simple.
I said before, like you can teach, for example, and it depends exactly what is your promise. Okay, if if your promise is to have a 6-pack, there are some steps. If to only lose weight, there are different steps. So, but let's say that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps that they have to do to achieve the result. The first 2 you solve for free. You ask money for the rest, and that's how the people trust you. Because guys, you have to remember that the only reason why people don't pay you because they don't trust you. They don't trust. They don't think that you can actually help them to achieve the result. You know, that's the problem. But when they understand that, oh, this is the guy, this is a strong guarantee. Oh, how much testimonial? Shit, they will pay you. That's it. So all your effort in marketing, in general, in the life, okay, also in marriage, is to build trust. Okay. Now let's not talk about marriage, that I'm not expert about this. Actually, no, it's not. Yes, because I replied to this issue. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Be very specific, because yeah, you say the fitness niche. It's already a mistake. I'm in the fitness niche for this specific sub niche. Now it's okay. It's that. More specific you are, more money you can ask. Okay. So, and of course, so like you said, there are also people that sell for nothing, for very few money, you know, and who cares? I mean, what's for them? We don't care. Okay, we are different. So it's not because in general, the rule to have success in life: watch what the majority of people do and don't do it, because for sure it's wrong. This is the first rule in life to have result. Because otherwise, if what the majority would do, it means that actually the majority would be millionaire. Okay. Or would have results, and we know that the majority of people actually they are sad, they don't have money, blah 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 blah. Okay, so for sure, if you don't know what to do, watch what everybody else do and don't do it. This is the first rule that actually in my life helped me a lot, and this is actually especially true, especially in the business.
And there is one question. Okay, so let's keep moving, guys. Let's see your insights for now. You also can see they're sharing a lot of the fire. Look at this fire. Did you see? I suggested to open the comments. There's a lot of fire. I mean, it's very nice.
Yeah, nice.
I would say there is one major objection, and I want you to actually talk on that if it's okay. I mean, it's not really a question, but it's more like an objection. And I think this is one of the objections that I have, this bullshit mindset. I don't have other words. And I want you to comment on that, as you did to me 1.5 years ago. And yeah, so Alexei Sergunin wrote to us like, hey, this question is more for you. But actually, it's not for me, because I will ask this Raf, because Raf told me answer to that, because actually I had same objections as you, Alexei, right now. So the question is, everything Raf says applies most of all to America. Very little can coincide with Russian reality. So look at him, he's laughing. It's as if a lot of people in Russia won't understand anything, maybe. As if in a Russian information service, it is very, I mean, in the business, it is very easy to take on, show off with money. While I'm watching what you're saying and Raf is saying, and the picture is clearly building up, there is a very fundamental difference between what's being said on the broadcast and what's being said applies specifically to America without applying to Russia. I mean, in short, he thinks that what we're saying is more about US and not going to work.
Yeah. So actually, about the fact that what we are saying is applicable in Russia. Why it's probably the one of the biggest mistake that you are doing, because for sure if you are here is that you want to make more money, and if you are not making with the money that you want, it's probably because you are not applying what we are saying now. Because you have to understand that actually Sergey is his name, right?
No,
Yeah,
Alexei.
Alexei, you have to understand that actually all the human, the brain, it works at the same way in all around the world. Okay, doesn't matter if you're Russian, doesn't matter if you're Korea, Japan. It's totally useless. Think about easily US or not works because all the people have desire, all the people have pain, all the people are in the same niche. People that are in the fitness niche in Russia has the same exactly problem of people that have a fitness niche that are in the fitness niche in US. That actually they have to lose weight. Same things for if you have a marketing agency in Russia. Your target audience has the same problem, desire, and needs of someone that live in US. So what does it mean? That actually what we do is the same, except for the tools, because now in Russia you don't have Facebook ads, if I'm not wrong, right?
No, we don't have, but we have Yandex Direct, which works.
No, yeah. So the tool are different because, for example, in Russia now you don't have Facebook, you have a VK, you have whatever. Okay, you have I don't know what you have. You have VK, you have Yandex, exactly. So the tools are different, but the strategy are the same because the people at the end they buy always because you actually can wake some emotion about them. Okay, maybe that you can actually convince them that actually they will lose weight, and finally their wife will be proud of them, and they will not feel bad with themselves every time that they watch themselves in the mirror. These pain and needs are the same in all the world. So if you are able actually to talk with one client in US, you will be totally able to talk with the same client in Russia or in Kazakhstan. The only difference, and this is actually a very big difference, that's the reason why, for example, I'm not selling Russia. It's because in general in Russia the people have less money. So in general, the people in Russia, as like, or for example in Africa, okay, they have one more. I'm not saying that Russia is. No, absolutely. I'm saying I will never sell like in Africa, okay, because no one will never pay you. Actually, with my app, we ban the African country. We ban immediately. You know why? You know why? And you know what? Actually, we start to have a lot of clients all around the world with the same funnel, changing only the language, and the people start to buy all around the world. So if actually what you say would be truth, it means that in my case, that I'm selling my app in all around the world, my funnel would work on the US. And it's not like that. It works in all the world, okay? Of course, there are some country, like some Africa country, actually like Nigeria, this stuff, okay, that we block our app because we start to have a lot of people from Nigeria and no one will buy because they don't have money. Okay, so but except this, of course, there are also other difference. Now we are talking very serious things. What I will say now, because you have to think when you sell in another country, you have to understand their culture. What does it mean? For example, if you sell in US, okay, you have always to focus your communication on selfish desire. You will be better than your friends. You will be the more skinny, the more you will have the better ABS of all your friends. Your parents will say, "Oh Jesus, what he did." If you use the same communication in Japan or in South Korea, and I know really well because we are selling also in South Korea now, will not work at all because in their culture the community is more important. So in that case, what you have to say is that if you buy this product, okay, your family, actually all your family will enjoy the result. Okay, so you have to actually focus more when you sell in Asia, on improve the community, okay, improve their community because for them it's super important their value. In US nobody cares. Okay, and that's are the difference. That's are the also in Europe nobody cares. In Italy, okay. So that's actually these are the difference. The differences in the culture, but the pain point that we go to touch, the leverage that we use to make them cry or smile or excited for our product are the same all around the world. That's it. So of course the difference.
I think it's also
the tool, the differences are in the tool. Like I said, maybe in Russia you don't have Facebook ads, maybe you have something else. It doesn't matter. And this is super important. The power spending. This is the most important. I mean, in Russia, it's true that the majority of people have less money compared to US. But it's also true that anyway there are a lot of people with money. So for some niche, it could be still really good. That's actually is the concept. So yeah, that's it. Let me
You
know
know,
if I
I think
answer.
do you hear
Yeah.
me? I think that actually, you know, why he had come up with this question. Yes, because of mentality difference, because people tend to trust, not to like funnels where you have this text and promises and etc. But actually, it's not true because I'm doing these funnels myself and they work perfectly. But his limiting belief is actually that people buying more from, you know, this gypsy info guru, those who are actually fufu gurus in Italy, who are showing off, you know, and people need this, you know.
But no, but it's not. Listen, actually, in Italy, it's the same exact story. And actually, in Italy, they start to be annoyed about this, so it's not works anymore. But in Italy, if you are, now you want to, I don't know, buy a trading course or e-commerce course, you will see everyone that show actually their new Rolex, their Ferrari, their new apartment of $10 million, and all this bullshit. Okay. In Italy, it's the same. Maybe I don't know. So in Italy, it's the same exact story. And this type of communication attract one type of traffic. The traffic that personally I don't want. It's the traffic that want result immediately, that don't want to work, that they think that they can become millionaire tomorrow. And honestly, if when you use this communication, you attract this fresh traffic, we can say. Okay, it's really because a real entrepreneur, will love. I mean, when I watch something like that, I love because I say it's so stupid. But not only me, also my friends, my real millionaire and billionaire friends. Actually, from when I went in San Francisco, actually I had the chance to be very close to many billionaire people that actually billionaire dollar that I could never actually meet these people in other parts of the world. For example, we played with two of them to the PlayStation, to FIFA, all the night for my birthday. They organized this party with me, and we actually love. And they are they look like the most simple guy in the world. Because if guys, if someone actually is really really rich, he doesn't have to show. You know what I mean? I really believe this. Because I'm surrounded by really rich people that actually they don't care at all. So in general, don't believe about this communication that you have to show about your lifestyle. It's okay that you have to show your result. You know, in my case, what I do instead to show Rolex, I show result to my clients. Do you think that there are more chance? For example, now recently I did the European record. I don't know if it's worldwide, but for sure in Europe about a trading offer in Europe. Okay, we did almost 2 million in 10 days, in 10 days, whatever. Okay, 1.7 million. So do you think that actually now there are more chances that people will actually won't become my client because I show them a Rolex, or because oh shit, he did the European record in sales with his client? So so actually don't remember, guys, I told you before, everything if someone do if the majority of people are doing something, it's a mistake. It's a mistake to do the same. Okay, it's a mistake to do the same. And in general, that's only not for him, but for all the people that are online. In general, remember always that it's especially on Instagram, it's not like life. It's not like they show you. The 99% of time, it's not like that. I want to actually share this quick story to make you understand this. I was in Dubai actually. I think that I already told you this story. Anyway, I was in Dubai 1 year and a half ago. Okay, and actually one guy wrote me, Italian guy, to go to have a coffee together because he want to meet me, blah 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 blah. And I said, okay, okay. So I already in his Instagram profile, he was looking like the new sheikh of Dubai. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's totally okay. It's totally fine. But you know what happened? What is fun is that he came actually in my apartment with a Ferrari. She came, I went to Total Okay, and we went actually in this restaurant bar rooftop house. And he asked me, so how is going with the business? How much money you make you made this month? And actually, I told him how I made that amount. That actually was around $500,000, and he was in shock, like, how you did this? They said, hey, guy, actually, but wasn't you the guys, the super rich, incredible guys that come here with Ferrari, etc. And you know, because like I said, the reality is very different from what the people show. So in general, don't believe about everyone. It's not that all the people that show they are rich. The 99% no. There are some, yes, and there is nothing bad. There is nothing bad, but the majority no. So that's it. That's it. I think that actually
Yeah. I mean, it was my favorite question. The next question is actually the one that I liked is what sources of ads or of promotion you would actually, I mean, it's something I know how you would answer, but I think it's also nice to answer, is what sources of advertising you would suggest for promotion of applications in US if you do the app, if you do app and you want to advertise your app.
I know how I will answer to this question. Depends. I mean, it's impossible to answer this question. I mean, that depends. Do you have a moment?
I mean, guys, you all like basic because the question you answer, if you would understand the basic, you wouldn't ask this question, obviously, because you would understand it all depends on your niche, on your product, on your offer, on your clients, where they are.
I give her a quick example. It's impossible to answer to this question. Why? Because it depends actually what are you selling, what's your target, what's your price point. If you want, it's impossible, you know. Because for example, if you are it's an app only for B2B business. You don't need to do ads. You can send email or you can send also physical marketing material to them. It's an example. Okay, if it's in B2C. You could do ads, but maybe you don't have enough money to ads, so maybe you can do organic. It's impossible to. I would like to answer this question, but I don't have any detail about nothing. It's like that you just ask to me how I to cook the food, and what I to answer you. You know, which food exactly for which event, which occasion? Are you a diet or not? Are you have the diabetes, whatever? You know, it's impossible to answer to this question. So okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, I found like 3 more requests that actually I find more specific. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, there is Justina that she's already selling in US, UK, Australia. She's offering consultations for like €200 for 90 minutes and also coaching program for 3 months for 1.5 thousand. And her goal is
so one moment. So she's in Australia. She's selling.
She's US, UK, Australia audience. I mean, English-speaking audience. She's selling heal chronic symptoms with a nutrition coaching. So she's a nutrition coach, and she helps to heal chronic symptoms. Her consultation one is €230 for 90 minutes.
What kind of chronic symptoms exactly?
Justine, if you can add more details, would be great. But I think it's something I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Go ahead. Okay.
Anyways, she is she wants to make 5-10K per month, and now she's doing only 1-3 per month. And actually, the problem is that she did a lot of free calls with clients. I mean, she has already 5,000 followers in her Instagram. She doesn't do paid ads, only free. But all these calls didn't end up in sales. So basically, all these people never bought this 1.5 program on these free calls because they couldn't pay, as she say. She says they couldn't pay. So she says...
What does it mean they couldn't pay? They don't have money?
I think it means too expensive, yes. Yes. I think
In US,
not
you
in
made
terms of
sense.
So you see that the problem is something deeper. Yeah. So she's asking, do you recommend a small product for 27 euro and sell them through Reels, or it's a waste of time? So
Okay,
she doesn't.
Justina, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Justina, the problem is that the people first, one moment. I'm giving you an advice without knowing what you're doing for. So
Let's see. Maybe she's here. Maybe she.
yeah. Anyway, it's hard. I mean, the right would be actually important to listen your call and understand if you are doing some mistake actually in sales call, because maybe you are doing some mistake there that I cannot know, of course.
She says it's hair loss. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just to make sure you understand, hair loss. It's the chronic symptom, and yes, they say it's too expensive. Hair loss.
What is it?
When hair is falling down.
Anyway. Okay, I understand. Okay,
hair.
gosh. So anyway, so first, in general, now I'm giving you an advice without listening your sales call. So it's very important that I mean someone like Rina, okay, or her team should analyze your call to understand exactly what they are doing mistake. But assuming that you are very good to selling call, okay. The first reason why they don't buy is not because they don't have money, of course, also because they are they are solving a really serious problem. There is a big pain. I mean, you are in an issue where actually the people, they can pay you everything to solve their problem. So they don't trust you. Okay. For some reason, they don't trust you. They don't believe in you. They don't believe that actually you can allow them to fix this problem. Of course, otherwise they would pay you. Don't believe about this bullshit that they don't have money, because you have to understand that when the pain is so big, the people, they will do that actually to fix this problem. If they really believe that you can fix this problem that maybe they had from all their life, they will do everything to pay you, especially in this in US, where actually it's super easy to access to the credit. Okay, so they don't trust you. Now, what we can do to actually increase our trust with them? Like I said before, first, show them testimonial. There are people like them, very important, guys, people like them that probably were in the worst situation, in a worse situation, and they had what they actually achieve of what your potential client want. Okay, so first is always testimonial. Second, guarantee, like I said before. Third, super important, like I said also before, maybe you can give them something for free or cheaper. I suggest for free, to show them that you know your stuff. You know what I mean? So when actually you already start to fix for them, like I said before, the first steps, okay, to achieve the final goal, they will say, oh, okay, she know what she's doing, I will pay her. So this is very important. Another important, guys, that is the first rule that I always say to all my clients, to everyone. Usually, the majority of clients, they buy after 6-7 times that they come in touch with you. What does it mean? That actually the very small percentage of people buy from you the first time that they come in touch with you. So it's super important, Justina, that actually you do a lot, you or your team, but follow up. I mean, you have to follow up them also in different periods of their life. You know what? Because the trust, now, guys, I will reveal you something really nice. Do you know the FBI formula to create trust? The FBI formula to create trust. Do you want to know this? It's a very nice technique to understand how to create trust.
Fire. If you want to know, send us fire, guys.
Anyway, no, I will anyway. I will tell you anyway. So send anyway the fire. Okay. Anyway, so actually to create trust with someone, the FBI have this formula. Time, okay. So times is like hours, day, etc. Multiplied per times. So how many times you come in touch with someone? So, for example, when they have to actually they have a secret agent maybe inside of some criminal group, okay, something like that. the first way to create trust is actually show the face of their agent more time as possible, okay, many times as possible, for as much time as possible. What does it mean? That with your clients, if they start to show your face, if they start to see your face every day, okay, every day, also if you didn't actually give them any proof that you know your niche, your stuff, you will create trust, because that's how the brain works. So they start to actually see you longer, okay, for more time, many times, this create trust. And maybe they start to actually see you for actually longer period, like for example with the YouTube video. Actually, YouTube is an incredible tool to educate people to your solution and to create clients. So imagine that actually they start to watch your YouTube video for 1 week of 1 hour YouTube video, okay? Then only this will actually create trust. And if you add also testimonial, and if you add also that actually they already had some small result for free, okay, and the strong guarantee, it's impossible not to buy. It's impossible. And if you can ask to them $5,000, they will give immediately. You know. So the problem is that now they are too cold, and you are not doing enough to warm up them. They don't trust you. Okay. So you have to do everything that I said, and you will see that they will buy without any problem.
Okay, I saw one question like this, but I think it's not really about launching product, but I saw this from guys who are working as marketers in Russian market. And I told you many times, we have this weird market position called producer. You remember, right? I told you that the guy who is actually coming to the project and taking I have balloons, and who has percentage in the project, like who is doing joint venture. So it's a very popular scheme in Russia to do joint venture, like partnership with the random people. Okay, I'm a marketer, you're an expert, let's do joint venture together. And it's very something that 90% of marketers do in Russian market. So, and they now want to do same in the US, because this is how they know things work. And they asking how to actually start partnership with the US influencers, US, also European experts, influencers, in order to build this joint venture. Where to meet them, network.
So guys, in general, you have to know that actually before to create before to become a business partner with someone, become a business partner. It's like a marriage, okay? Because there are so many connection between you, and when you marry someone, you actually you want to know her or him really, really well, okay, before to marry. The same should be done in the business, especially in the business, okay, where there are money. Actually, and it's actually also more delicate. So it's very important that before to actually do this proposal, you should, I suggest, I'll never do actually a partnership with someone that I don't know, that I cannot trust. To be trust, you have to maybe you could do one launch together and see how you can work together. You need a very specific contract where explain this contract, how it works, my percentage, your percentage, what I will do, what you have to do, etc., etc. And yeah, I mean, you have to find a proposal. I mean, you can find someone that maybe is already making some money, okay, and you know how to scale his business, and actually do this proposal and say, hey, listen, I will give you this percentage, like 20%. You don't have to do nothing. I will actually take care of everything. You are only to do the expert, so the video to show the expertise to attract client leads, etc., etc. That's it. The best advice that I can give you about this is don't do this partnership with someone that you don't know at all, because you will regret. 99%. It's really, really hard. Find someone with your same value. Try to understand if he thinks like you. What I mean, are you someone that actually prefer to reinvest in the business to actually make it grow as soon as possible? He's an hardworking person. I mean, how he acts when there are problems, how he acts when there is stressful situations. You know what I mean? He start to cry, oh no, he don't want to work. I mean, before to do a partnership, start to actually know him or her or them, whatever. Work with them maybe a few times on a single project, And when you start to actually trust them, maybe you can actually find a proposal. Of course, I cannot tell you the proposal because I think that's specific for every situation. But be sure to have a very good contract where there is written everything, okay? Because the words could be actually misunderstood. Writing is writing. So that's it, my advice.
People ask, because there is no Telegram that we use in Russia, in US, how to actually do follow-up with US or European clients. So basically, yeah, because like they ask if it's SMS, Facebook Messenger, email, WhatsApp, another option. A lot of people ask this question. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In general, this is actually an interesting question because it's a real problem in US. Because why? I mean, in general, in US, the people they have a lot of protection, we can say, to actually, because they don't like marketing communication. So if you try to call them, very often you will receive the answer from their voicemail. You know what I mean? So in general, to do follow up with them, actually, you should use first understand the channel that you used to acquire them. I give you an example. Like if you acquire their email, of course, you will follow up them by email. If you acquire them actually by phone number, it's a really good idea to use SMS because in US, believe or not, they use a lot of SMS. They use a lot of iMessage. They don't use WhatsApp so much. In general, WhatsApp only people from outside, okay, like me, or in general, not the real the people that are born in US. You know what I mean? So it's not so common to use WhatsApp. Actually, I have a lot of friends that write me on a message. They don't use WhatsApp. Telegram, yes, but it's not used enough. In general, they use a lot of SMS. What I suggest you is, in general, to do this. Try to follow up them as many channels as possible. What I mean? I mean that actually, let's say that you send a message to someone, okay? He will not answer. Try the next follow-up, try to do on Facebook. He will not answer. Try to do on Instagram. He will not answer. Of course, you will do this company. Of course, I know. But try to actually differentiate your follow-up, because maybe sometimes, you know, when someone don't answer you, it's not because he don't want, because maybe he never read your message. Okay, so don't send only one email, maybe send 3. Okay, after 3 email, okay, maybe this guy will not answer to email. Let's try on this other channel. Okay, so yeah, in general, of course, it depends also about your niche, you know, because now you are asking me how I follow up. If you are in the B2B, LinkedIn US, it's best way actually to create connection with the client, because they're everywhere use B2B. If you think that when I came in San Francisco, okay, I never used LinkedIn in the past, okay, not so much, okay, because in Italy, in Europe, it's not something so diffused, and everyone was shocked. You don't have LinkedIn? No. You know, and I understand actually that for them it was super important to connect on LinkedIn. And actually now I have many people that write me on LinkedIn every day from US, from San Francisco, etc. So in general, do follow up. Try to understand what's the tool that use your niche. I give you an example. There are maybe some niche, some particular niche that maybe they could use. It's only, for example, okay, but they could use only this niche, like Signal. Okay, it's an example. So you start to use this. So use the tool that use your niche. Okay. In general, they don't have WhatsApp. In general, they don't answer to the phone call. So the best general way actually to go in touch with them is email. They read email a lot. I know that in Russia you are not so fan of email, but in US they read a lot of email and SMS. Okay, iMessage, SMS. I mean, they actually are really present on these 2 channels. And of course, the best way is to understand but what exactly my niche use, okay, and follow up them on their favorite tool, and follow up them many times on different channels.
That was the last question, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so just the last one from me, I mean, is what would you recommend January to my Russian audience if they want to actually start making, I mean, for some it's going to be their first 5 100,000 or maybe 10,000. For some, it would be 100,000. There are different people. But what would you recommend them to change, maybe in their mindset or generally their focus, in order to achieve their desired goal? I suggest to answer this question more from mindset point of view, because this is something that helped in my case the most many years ago. So
From mindset question, I mean, this is actually
you can do from marketing. Just
no. I mean, in general, actually, your mindset is as important as the mindset, because if you know everything about how to create a successful business, but you don't have actually the right mindset to apply what you know, you will never have results. So actually, I think that your mindset, that mindset actually is the sum of your habits. I consider that is more important of everything. So anyway, guys, if you are at the beginning and you want to start make money, first, I mean, you should start to surround yourself by material people that already did this result. So and first, I suggest you to verify who already did this result. Of course, in my case, in Russian niche, I know that could be sound that I'm be a part, but I can suggest you to follow Ira, because she's one of the best in give you the right advice. So follow, actually, surround you from people that already did. And what actually I suggest is start to live. Guys, you have to start to live actually for this goal. What I mean, I know that for many could sound extreme, but I know only one way to achieve the result in the life, the goal, and it's actually live for that. Okay, I never achieved nothing until actually I didn't decide to. Okay, I will do only this from day and night until I will not achieve. That's actually easy the right mindset. If you actually are, I don't know no one. I never met someone that actually put seriously all his effort, but all his effort, it means that actually give every single free moment to his goal, and at the end he didn't achieve. Doesn't matter what is it. Could be $10,000, like could be 1 million. Doesn't matter. Okay, it's only about. I really think it is how strong we want and collecting the right information. That's I want that you understand, because guys, today it's super hard to find the right information, and you have to develop this skill. Okay, that's why I said at the beginning, don't be actually naive in believing these people that actually show this Ferrari, etc. Show me your case, okay? Show me your knowledge, what you know. So start to learn how to collect the right information. This is super important, because if you have the wrong belief, okay, you will never achieve nothing, okay? Because you have the wrong belief based on what other people told you, and they are wrong people, and you will never achieve the results. So you have to develop this skill, okay? Try to understand what is it a good information and what is not. So collect the right information and apply. So this is super important. I know that could be, it's obvious. No, it's not obvious, guys, because I'm sure that actually also in school, there are people that maybe they receive in the past I could ask this question, but anyway, you don't have to answer. But how many times you bought something, a course, a video, a useful video, and you didn't apply? Okay, so it's very important. So not to only collect the right information, but also apply. It's super important, guys, because only with that, knowing how to make money, it's easier than actually doing. Okay, so you know that to have the six pack, you have to go in the gym and do like 100 push-ups every day, but you have to do it, and this is the most hard part. But to do it, guys, it's always about what are you willing to sacrifice for your goal. It's not a question. I mean, in my case, I always, and Irina actually can tell you, I always sacrifice. Actually, I'm happy because I really enjoy what I do. I really love to do business work. So for me, it's not a sacrifice. But I have to admit that, yes, also my life, if you already watched the podcast, Yeah, a lot of money, a lot of clients, a lot of millions, San Francisco, VC that invest in my company, all this good stuff. But you don't know what is it behind this. What is it every day behind this? And the only way actually to achieve all this result, guys, is actually now I'm in the office. I wake up at 5, around 7 I go in the office, sometimes also before, and now it's 8:30, 8:30 yes, PM here. And before, after this call, I have another call anyway, because to do this call, actually, I have to postpone a call with my team. So it's, I don't know, 16-hour work, 18-hour every single day. Okay. And I'm in a new country. I could actually go and see the city, enjoy it. And actually, I enjoy at one moment, but the majority of my time is I spend on my goal. Okay. And that is the only way that I know to achieve the goal. So if someone will tell you that it's easy, he will lie you. I don't know. I don't think that also famous people that you know, like Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he became one of the best football players in the world. But why? Because he spent his whole his fucking life to work and to actually train himself. And that's actually what you have to do, guys. Every day, every day, every day. And yes, I know that actually could sound like something that you already know, but seriously, never give up, because the success arrive always when you don't expect it. You know, when you think, oh, Jesus, at some points you are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. At least, I mean, the majority of people that I know, I mean, you work so long for like maybe also 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I know, without having the result. At some point, boom, you will explode. It's because you will understand actually how to collect lead, sell, etc., etc. When you will understand, your result will skyrocket. It's always like that. I can give you the example also with my app, guys. I mean, I work for 1 year and a half without having any result. I mean, I was building, etc., etc. After 1 year and a half, when I start to understand how to collect leads, okay, how to collect user, how to sell my offer, etc., I was 0, 100, 10,000 users. That's what happened. In all your life, that's what happened. Because every day for almost 2 years, I always was pushing. I always was, how to say, yeah, I always was pushing 1% every day, 1% every day. Doesn't matter how fast you go. It's the most important, the consistency. Every day, 1% every day. So that's actually the best advice that I can give you. Surround yourself by people that already achieve your result. Learn, actually develop this skill to actually collect the right information, and push until you don't have your result.
So for now, we are finishing this stream. I'm really grateful to you, Raf, that you just decided to do this, because I know that, I mean, your time is super expensive and super precious, and that means a lot that you actually came to talk with my audience. That means a lot to me personally, and also I think a lot for the guys. I see that they were happy, and we had a lot of people actually in the stream. Like in the peak point, it was 120 people inside, and yeah, that's it. So thank you for your wonderful advice and the questions. And so, guys, I would be really happy if you write in the comments your insights. Maybe other people didn't notice something, so reading each other insights could help you to actually get more useful knowledge. And yeah, here we are.
Yeah,
So,
guys, I have a task for you. After the also now, anyway, let me know in the comment what did you learn from this call and how you will apply it in your business. Okay?
Okay, so see you guys. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Raf. And
Bye, guys.
see you.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
bye-bye.
Bye, 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 bye.